Hi and welcome to Zoom TV, the show where we explore everything that flies, drives and floats and take you along for the experience. Well, they've been talking about it for months now, but the new RAV4 is finally out. And today, thanks to City Toyota, Allan will take you for a drive-in one. And Dan Paris will take you dancing in the new Honda Jazz. Cassie Hart will introduce you to the new redesigned Ford Fiesta. And our Sandra Celebrity Hitchhiker today is Mel Berglund from Winners and Losers. So grab your snacks, get your drink, get comfortable. It's time for Zoom TV.
Toyota's all-new RAV4 bursts onto the medium-sized SUV market, facing more competition than ever before in its 20-year history. Sure, this car comes with a track record of absolute excellence. Sure, it's a good car, but is it good enough? Headlining the all-new Toyota RAV4 is the first diesel model, a 2.2-litre turbo with 110 kilowatts of power. The lineup includes the entry-grade GX, mid-spec GXL and range-topping cruiser. Diesel models are available in all three grades. However, front-wheel drive models are only available in GX and GXL. RAV4's 2-litre and 2.5-litre four-cylinder petrol engines are also new. Transmissions are a 6-speed manual and 6-speed automatic, except for the two-wheel drive models, which offer a 7-step CVT automatic with sequential manual mode. Thanks to our friends at City Toyota, we're driving the GXL 2.2-litre turbo diesel today. But before we get out on the road, I really want to show you what the Toyota Motor Company has achieved on the inside of this car. Now, those of you driving a previous model RAV4 may get a bit of a shock. The latest 4th generation RAV presents a very high level of sophistication in both looks and materials, providing a shift-up scale wherever you look. There's also more space. The front to rear seat distance has been lengthened, and thinner backs for the front seats deliver an extra 41 millimeters for rear seat passengers. Up front, there's a more driver-focused cockpit. And in this GXL and the cruiser models, more supportive sports front seats. As well, the new A-pillars are 8% thinner in cross-sections for better visibility. So Wayne, the all-new RAV4, a great addition to the Toyota lineup.
Yeah, it is, Alan. It's fantastic. Toyota actually started the SUV market with a RAV4, and it's great to see this new model come out.
And, you know, great for families, off-road, on-road. It's a complete utility car, isn't it?
It's really versatile. It's quite a good size, so it's a good package. So a single person through to a family, through to towing a small caravan, you can have a lot of adventure in this car.
And tell me just briefly about the servicing and warranty package.
Yes, that's right, Alan. So the car comes with a 3 years and 100,000 kilometre warranty, but the best part about it is it's got Toyota's Service Advantage, which is a fixed price service every 6 months, guaranteed by Toyota.
The 60/40 split-fold rear seat has larger cushions, more recline angle and improved bolstering for better support. Out back there's more cargo space and access is easier thanks to the new top hinge tailgate. Toyota's usual crisp instrumentation is here with their clear blue illumination. The dash gets a nice horizontal treatment with plenty of metal trim. So that's pretty well the interior covered. It's all about space and comfort. So let's press the button and head out for some fun. While RAV4 retains some visual clues to its heritage, it's instantly recognizable as one of the new generation from the Toyota Style Guide. There's a lot of sophisticated electronic technology under the all-new RAV4, and it'll be completely at home in the bush thanks to downhill control and excellent wheel articulation. Like previous generation RAVs, this one possesses genuine off-road ability. I like RAV's new turbo diesel. There's plenty of torque across the range and it's very, very quiet. Now, this car succeeds because it remains a RAV. It hasn't turned its back on 20 years of success. It's a really nice car. The newcomer arrives updated, improved, sharply priced, and now with a diesel option, all of which will make RAV4 a very popular choice in this segment. The best place to see it is at City Toyota Adelaide Terrace, Perth and Stirling Highway, Netherlands. Go to citytoyota.net.au or follow the links from Zoom TV.
After the break, it's time to grab your dancing shoes because Dan Paris is going to introduce you to the Honda Jazz. That's up next on Zoom TV.
Climate change. Is it man-made or is it just part of a natural cycle? Who knows? No, one thing for sure though, it's certainly got us talking, and in many ways it's got us rethinking our behaviour. My house alone, we recycle waste, we turn off lights, harvest our own veggies. Much to my partner's disgust, I limit my showering. Not sure if that last one helps the CO2 levels, that's just something I've chosen to do. But to take things to an entirely new level, I've been poking around for an eco car, a hybrid in fact, and I found a little ripper. It's a brainchild of Honda. The Jazz Hybrid is a practical, fuel-efficient vehicle with all the characteristics of a fun, stylish car. But before I begin to explore it, did you know, despite popular belief, it was actually Honda that had the first attempt at hybrid technology? In fact, it's in the car maker's DNA, which is why the Jazz is the latest to get the system. Which may have something to do with the fact that this is the cheapest hybrid on the market, $1,000 less than its nearest competitor. Now, the most interesting thing about a hybrid is, of course, its engine. The Jazz has a 1.3 litre four-cylinder petrol engine and an electric motor that combined produce 72 kilowatts of power, using only 4.5 litres of fuel per 100 kilometres. 4.5 litres. It's nothing. The petrol engine selectively shuts down cylinders through Honda's variable cylinder management system for frugal operation, and torque is directed to the front wheels via a continuously variable transmission featuring grade logic control. Sounds like something that needs explaining. Let's ask a professional in the know. John.
Hello, Dan.
Yeah, great to meet you, mate.
How are you?
Good, good, thanks. Thanks for letting us borrow this
My
little
pleasure.
gem of a car. She's a beauty. Question for you. I've got to know, what's the difference or the relationship between the petrol and the electric engine? I mean, why do you have both?
Well, the petrol is your primary source of power. The battery is a backup system and an addition to the petrol engine. When you're not using the petrol, the battery kicks in, reduces fuel economy, increases power, and makes the car far more efficient.
What's the Eco Assist function?
I'm glad you asked. The Eco Assist function is designed to make you a better driver. When the car's displaying green, it means that you're driving environmentally friendly. When it's blue, it means that you're driving badly.
That explains the blue light. Yeah, most of the time that was on actually while I was driving. And mates have got a few hybrids back home. I mean, they've been on the market for a few years now, but I mean, where do you see the future?
Well, Honda's getting more and more product that's coming out with a hybrid. Ferrari themselves initially said they would never develop a hybrid engine. The next model Ferrari is going to come out as a hybrid. Your Mercedes-Benz, your Audis, Lexus, they're all bringing out hybrid engines now. I think you're going to see, as we're all more concerned about the economy and in the environment, more and more hybrids are going to be available on the market, and it's just a smart way to drive.
On the outside, there's chrome blue headlight surrounds. Got a pretty funky little matching grille. Some great, sexy kind of city lines on this car. And at the back, you've got these clear red LED lights and chrome tailgate. Check this out, I love this. There's enough space there for all the luggage. Behind the wheel, the Jazz, like most hybrids, is in a world of its own. It starts up with almost no sound, but under full throttle is where it speaks up. There's plenty of room for two adults in the back, 6 airbags, MP3 compatible CD audio system, Bluetooth, and a heap of dynamic safety features like stability control, traction control, and brake assist. Honda have improved the suspension, and now, around the suburbs, it provides a comfortable, easy ride, even on bumpier surfaces. You know, for me, the thing I like about it is simply it's a Honda Jazz, with a reputation for being the most practical city car on the market. Difference being, it's now more fuel efficient. If you'd like more info, go to zoomtv.com.au and you can follow the links.
These days, there are so many cars you can choose from if you're looking for a small car. After the break, thanks to John Hughes Ford, Cassie Hart looks at the all-new Ford Fiesta. That's coming up on Zoom TV.
In 1973, a team of Ford and Gear engineers gathered in Europe for Project Bobcat. The mission? To create a small car intended for worldwide distribution. The result? The Ford Fiesta. The Fiesta was widely credited as Ford's first globally successful front-wheel drive vehicle. And today, in its 6th generation, the Fiesta has certainly come a long way. All 3 models, the LX, the CL and the Z-Tech, are smooth, good-looking and perfect for inner-city driving. Today I am checking out the very attractive, top-of-the-range Z-Tech. All of the Fiestas are slick, but the Z-Tech takes it up a notch. It's sexy, athletic with a hot body kit and rear spoiler. There's also stylish chrome trimmings, 16-inch alloy wheels and a funky front grille with fog lights. The Fiesta's 1.6-litre engine is matched with a 5-speed manual and a 6-speed automatic transmission. And for those wanting an even sportier drive, there's the option of Ford's 6-speed power shift. With dynamic stability control, ABS and EBD, the Fiesta hugs the tight corners of the city, and the Z-Tech Sport suspension provides a very smooth ride indeed. And a smooth ride needs some smooth beats. The Fiesta's 6-speaker sound is pretty awesome. The trip computer is a plus for staying on top of your fuel usage, and this handy drawer under the passenger seat helps keep your car nice and neat. Now, as an old-fashioned girl who is slightly behind the times with technology, one thing that I really like about the Fiesta are all these gadgets inside the car. All models have Bluetooth, voice recognition and steering wheel mounted controls. Plus, the Z-Tech also has USB input and MP3 integration. The sporty cloth trim and leather-wrapped steering wheel add an extra touch of style to the package. With dual front, side, curtain and driver knee airbags, as well as a 5-star ANCAP rating, the Fiesta is a safe bet. And it's practical too. For a small car, it's surprising how much you can pack in. And for anything extra, the Fiesta's folding 60/40 rear seats create more than enough space. So Paul, I've certainly enjoyed driving the car today. How has it been received?
Oh, sensational, yeah. The dads are bringing the daughters in, the mums are bringing the daughters in on a daily basis. Really good.
So it's obviously a girl's kind of car.
Yeah.
And I hear you've got a special on the CL at the moment.
Certainly have, yeah. John's knocked $1,000 off of the CL Fiesta, taking it from $16,790 down to $15,790.
So if you're in the market for a small car with big features, test drive the Fiesta Z-Tech. Drop into John Hughes Park Ford, follow the links from Zoom TV or go to John Hughes online.
You know, we're really lucky to call this beautiful country Australia home. I mean, interest rates are low, there's heaps of work, and Australia is pretty safe. And where most of us live is better than anywhere else in the world. So I've got to ask a question. With more than 7.6 million square kilometres of land, why would so many Australians head overseas for holidays? I mean, why wouldn't more of us stop and explore this beautiful country we call home? Well, today, to help stimulate the urge that we all have to explore this great country of ours we're lucky to call home, I've dropped into the Caravan and Camper megastore in order to explore the nomadic lifestyle known as caravanning, which has never been my first choice when it comes to holidays, but more and more people are sharing stories with me about caravanning. I'm constantly being told how much fun it is, how affordable it's become, and how big an adventure it can actually be. And don't make the mistake of leaving it on the bucket list to eventually tackle when you retire, because after today, I'm pretty sure that you will discover that it's something you and the family can chip away at for years to come. You see, if you buy the right van and get the right advice, and of course support, I'm told it becomes very addictive. Dave, how are you?
Great, mate.
I'm excited to be out here. I've known you for a long time. Caravans, why are you involved with caravans?
It's a passion of mine, caravanning and camping. I love it, and I deal with Australian companies. So it's good for the customer. We've got a company in Melbourne and a company right here in WA.
Dave, now it's my job to drill you and I've got to find out some answers, so tell me more about the Traveller.
The Traveller Caravan we've been selling now for 7 years. It's probably one of the best caravans in Australia.
What makes it the best caravan?
Just the way they're built. They've 40 years experience in building caravans, and they're just a great family business that's they're very proud of their product.
Okay, now for me, I'm not really into the caravanning yet. It's not really what I want to do. I'm more of the get off the road, go off road, you know, in the tent. Can you kind of merge a caravan and a tent together?
We've got off-road camper trailers, which when they're set up, they're like a caravan, but they're off-road. They've got everything. They're a great unit.
Okay, so are they easy to set up? Because I'm not real good with my hands.
Real easy, very quick, neither am I. So we made sure that they were very, very simple to put up. Only takes minutes and you're in your bed.
Okay, and I suppose the best thing with that is wherever your four-wheel drive can go, you can take it with you.
Exactly. Just follows you wherever you go.
Okay. Now, Dave, people could be changing their lifestyle to get into a van. So say if they had a car or maybe even an old van they wanted to use to get into one of your vans, can you help them out?
We trade basically everything and anything. We've got cars out there that we've traded. We trade vans, obviously, late model vans and early ones. They don't want to be leaving it at home, so we'll trade it.
Not only does the megastore sell the local West Australian-built Elros and the Australian-built Traveller caravans, they also have a full range of pre-owned caravans, stock, supply and install accessories, and have a wide selection of trailers. So before you book that overseas holiday, get into the Caravan and Camper megastore, if only just for a curious look. Because if you're like me and you would never have considered caravanning, I guarantee you'll get the itch. But on the flip side, if you've set the date and you're on the doorstep of retirement, you really can trust them to help you with your new life adventure. To find out more, log on to caravancampermegastore.com.au or follow the links from Zoom TV. After the break, the very popular and adorable Mel Berglund from Winners and Losers gets inside the John Hughes Zoomobile powered by a sander. That's up next on Zoom TV. Mel, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Now, I've got to say, you're the brightest thing I've ever had in the back of the Zoomobile.
Really?
You are. I love your hair. I love
like
your whole
spare
look.
flashlight somewhere?
I don't. Well, other than me after a long day in the sun. But I tell you, your hair, I want to talk about you, but the hair, I mean, I've obviously got hair envy, but it's amazing. I've never seen a colour like that. It's beautiful.
It was kind of born out of frustration. I was blonde, and then I was like, I'm going to dye my hair red. And then about 3 years later, I got the job on Winners and Losers, and they really liked it. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm keeping it now, I guess. It's kind of my thing now.
So have you found the ride with Winners and Losers? I mean, obviously it started as a bit of a risque show in the sense that it seemed just, you know, to be not what we'd really produce. The characters that were the leads were younger than most of the Australian soapies, if you know what I mean?
Younger and just a bit different. I just think our casting director made some really brave choices in the leads of the four girls, because there's things about each of us that, you know, we don't like about ourselves, and things that make us a bit weird and a bit unique. I think that's what makes our show really unique and really different. I think that's why people relate to the characters so much as well.
Okay, now talking a bit behind the scenes, a day in the life of Mel, like, so you wake up, you go to set. It's a hard job.
It's really long and not very glamorous, and that's something that people go, oh, you must have such an amazing life. We do, we have amazing lives. We get to do things like telethon, we get to go to amazing events and things, but quite often the publicity events and the fun photo shoots and stuff that we do is outside of work hours. So by the time we get to those fun things, we've already worked about 12 or 13 hours. So, I mean, average day for me is waking up at about 4:30, you know, have some breakfast and sort of get in the car and wipe the sleep out of my eyes. I'm in hair and makeup by about 5:45. I'm on set just after breakfast at about 7:30, and then we film until about 6:30 at night. Wow. So it's full on, and that's 4 or 5 days a week. Wow. For the lead four girls, we work a lot.
Okay, now it's time for the Asander Fast Five. You ready for that?
Okay.
Okay, so these are...
Do I have to answer them really fast?
Well, I'm going to ask them really fast. Hopefully you do, okay?
All right.
First car you ever owned?
A blue Ford Fiesta POS.
POS?
Yep. Piece of beep.
Your opinion... Well, I already know the answer to this. Your opinion of the worst car on the street?
Ford Fiesta, blue POS. Also, though, smart cars. don't get them.
And silly name. Every second celebrity hitchhiker would have to say smart cars.
But the thing is just like, if you're gonna get a smart car, you might as well just buy a motorbike or a scooter because, you know, you can't really give your mates a lift, you can't pack anything, like, useless.
What car do you currently drive?
It's a 99 Daihatsu Sirion,
Oh, cool.
which looks like a little bug. It's not that cool. The brakes don't really work.
And you and your little red hair just driving around. Last question, your biggest fear?
My biggest fear? I have a lot of fears. I hate deep water. I hate being at the beach and going out too far. Just the idea of something being under my feet creeps me out, and I'm still scared of the dark.
Yeah, okay.
I always have to like do this, put my arm around the corner, turn on the light before I walk into a room.
Really?
27 years old.
Wow.
I really should get over that.
Well, I won't turn the lights off yet until I say goodbye to people, okay?
Good, thank you.
Okay. I told you she was adorable. Now, unfortunately, it's time for the show to finish. Now, we will be back next week at 5 o'clock here on 7 Mates, so make sure you tune in. Now, in the meantime, if you want to know anything more about Zoom, make sure you go to zoomtv.com.au. And don't forget, if you've got something cool that zooms, like a car, a jet ski, a boat, a bike, enter it into our United Fuel Injection Zoomaholic competition. Just go to the website, follow the prompts. Now, until next week, bye for now. Thanks for watching. And that's a wrap.